Okay, so you could use fabric dye for this, but or you could use like dye from a tie-dye t-shirt kit. I'm just going to use acrylic paint and I'm going to water it down. So if you have acrylic, it'll stain the fabric and it won't wash out, and that's what you want. You just have to be careful. So I've got a disposable cup and I've got some acrylic paint and a paintbrush. So I'm just going to put a little bit in the cup. I don't need much. There we go. And then I'm going to put some water in it. Again, you don't need much. Stir it around. Mix it really, really well. Be careful not to splatter it on you because this won't wash out. And then there you go. That's your dye. So we'll use that to stain our batik. And you can do this as many times as you want with as many colors as you have. So before I start staining this, I'm going to put some just scrap paper down to protect my table. Because remember, this ink won't wash out. It's totally up to you how you dye your batik fabric. But I'm going to try to do a pattern that was kind of like the one I saw. So I'll do the center of it blue, of this square. But then this next one I'll do the outside of it blue. And then this next one I'll do the center of it blue. And the next one I'll do the outside of it blue. You could just stain the whole thing, just paint the whole thing blue, or whatever color. But I'm going to go through and try to do this pattern. Kind of like a checkerboard pattern. But completely up to you how you do it. It could even be random colors. It could even be rainbow. It's going to look good because you already drew your design with the glue. So I'm going to keep going and fill up this whole thing with this color. And then I'll switch to a different one. Alright, I think I got everywhere with the blue, and now I'm going to switch over to a different color. And I made it the same way. And so now I'm going to go in and do like the opposite pattern. But like I said, it's completely up to you how you color it. You just want it to look nice and have a pattern. It needs to be a pattern. When a pattern is just a flat design that repeats. And you notice I did it kind of messy, not being too super careful, because the glue is really where my design is going to be. So even if I completely paint over this whole thing, when I wash it, I'll still see my design, because that's where the glue was. Alright, so I'm going to keep going. I just want to make sure I get all the white. Well, there we go. I think I got everywhere, so now I just have to leave this to dry overnight. Just like we did with the glue. Here's another one I did. It's all completely dry. So now I'm just going to soak it in hot water for 10 or 15 minutes. Now I can take it out and I can rinse it in warm water in the sink. And then I'll just hang it up to dry. Alright, this one's all dry, so just one more thing we can do, and that's use scissors and trim off any little threads that might be hanging off the ends, the sides. Just make it look nicer. And there we go, batik. I'm going to use mine as a napkin. So work hard, have fun.